Hey guys, it's Q here with Shoot Center, joined by AJ and Tyler. We're outside the shop tonight on a beautiful, muggy Florida evening to talk to you about our EDC kit. So we wanted to make this video to give you an idea of some of the choices that we had to make in our EDC setups and how there's a lot more to EDC than just what firearm to choose. We're going to start off with AJ.
All right. Hi guys, this is AJ from Shoe Center, one of the sales associates here. When I take into considerations for my EDC, one of the things I take into consideration is where I live, what climate I live in, and then also what I do wear every day. For that reason, I've chose a couple things. I do tend to carry a little bit lighter. I am a smaller guy, so hiding and concealing things for me is a little bit harder. So, starting off with the gun, I chose to go with a Glock 43X. On here, I have my TLR7 sub, made for the Glock 43X, and I do run their Shield Arms 15 round magazines. I like having a little bit more capacity on my firearms. With my firearm, I do use a tier 1 concealment holster. Great holsters, love the Kydex, extremely customizable. Also, I can move the ride height on these, so it makes it a little bit more comfortable for me. I do tend to run an extra magazine in here. Again, another of the Shield Arms mags, extra 15 rounds with me. On my actual ammo itself, I do use Critical Defense from Hornady. Great ammo. It's nothing too crazy. It's not going to be super snappy in my gun. And it's just going to run great. For my other things that I do carry on me, I do like having a knife on me. Extremely important. It gets you out of anything you pretty much need it for. Specifically, this is the Microtech UTX-85. Great knife. Extremely sharp. They're both good for self-defense and for anything utility-wise. Plus, they do come with a ball bearing glass breaker, which is very nice for living in the state of Florida where you do have a lot of bodies of water. You never know when you'll need to use one. For my wallet, I do use one of their extra Parliament wallets. RFID protected. I can keep my IDs in here as well as keeping cash in here while keeping my cards protected from people trying to scam me. So that's pretty much my EDC. I tend to carry a little bit lighter. And yeah, passing on now to Tyler.
Hi guys, my name is Tyler. I'm one of the shift leads over at Shoot Center. Tonight we're going to be going over what I carry every day. So I carry a couple of different firearms, but one I mainly carry is this. This is a Staccato P. I do carry with a Leupold Delta Point optic on top, a Surefire X300 underneath. I'm a big fan of lights on guns because you never know what time of day anything could happen. Could be at night, you want to illuminate your target, know what it is and beyond, but also identify it. It could be anything from somebody just wandered into the wrong house to grandma with dementia to the bad guy. You want to make sure that is the target that something could happen. Optics, a lot of people don't like the optics. I get it. They are a learning curve. Takes a minute. It took me quite a bit to get used to shooting with an optic. But once you do get the hang of it, I feel it is a much faster target acquisition. I can get rounds down range faster, and it is going to be a little more accurate. I do carry it with Hornady Critical Defense 124 grain plus P. I do like to have a little bit more oomph out of my rounds when it goes down range. This way it hits a little bit more authority because I am sacrificing caliber for capacity, of which I do carry the 20 round magazine as my standard carry, and then a 17 round as a backup. I don't carry a backup because I intend on expending all 20 rounds. I carry a backup for malfunctions. Much easier to rip that mag out, throw it away, grab my backup, and replace the source of feed than it is to fumble with a magazine in my hand while trying to do that. I do run a close quarters carry holster. He is local. He's out of Lehigh Acres. If I remember correct, I believe he is a disabled veteran. I do like staying with companies that are local and to help those people. It is M81 Woodland just because that's a very base camouflage and I love it. Wallet, nothing special. Just a Zero Foxtrot leather bifold wallet. Holds all my stuff. Easy to go. Knives. A lot like AJ, I do carry the Microtech. This is the Ultratech. It is the next size up. I do happen to carry the Star Wars Boba Fett with a full serrated. It's the most expensive box cutter I've ever bought. But I do love this knife. It's good for a multitude of situations, whether it be fast acquisition if I had to use it for self-defense where I couldn't access my firearm, but also open up regular boxes like we do every day at the shop. And they do have that tungsten ball bearing as a glass cutter, breaker if need be. So these are a couple of the items that I carry, and that is my most common and popular carry gun that I own. I'm going to hand it off to Quinton, let him explain what he carries and why as well.
Hey guys, Quinton here again with Shoot Center. I'm one of the store's assistant managers. I'm going to talk to you about my EDC kit. Obviously, my primary concern is climate, where I live. I'm a bigger guy, and I'm always concerned about, what kind of clothing I'm going to be able to wear based on what time of year it is. And a lot of places they'll talk about their summer EDC versus their winter EDC. In Florida, it's more like the gun that I carry 85% of the time versus the gun that I carry 15% of the time. So when it's so hot outside that all you can wear is cargo shorts and a t-shirt, what I'm normally going to go with is something like this guy. So this is a Smith & Wesson Model 642, 5-shot 38 special plus PJ frame. I carry this gun the majority of the time. It's light enough and small enough that I barely notice it when I'm out and about, and it's the kind of gun that you can carry all the time, which is something that you definitely need to think about. If you've got an excellent firearm and it's sitting at home on a shelf because you don't feel like putting it on to go out, it's not really doing you any good if that's the day that you really need it. So this is the kind of gun that you can put on and just run around the corner to the store or go to the gas station. It's always going to be there with you. When I am carrying that gun, I've got a Harry's holsters, one of their appendix inside the waistband rigs for it. The gun is small enough that, again, I don't even notice it. It's got an ulti clip on it, so I can wear it with any type of clothing that I have on, whether that is a pair of shorts that I have a belt with, or if it's a pair of basketball shorts and all you got is a drawstring, this is going to latch onto those just fine. The other thing that this holster works well with is if I'm running a shirt that I need to have tucked in, so a more formal event, I can still tuck in my shirt behind the clip and wear this with more formal dress clothes and not have to worry about not having a gun or maybe going to a pocket holster or something else that I'm not necessarily comfortable with. In that gun, I also carry Federal, so this is 158 grain HST Micro. Excellent round in a 38 plus P. It opens up great. It's going to give me good performance, which is obviously very important when you've only got 5 rounds. It's not as easy to change ammunition types or reload with a revolver as it is with a semi-auto. These guys both talked about carrying extra magazines. I'm a little bit jealous. I wish it was that easy for me, but a couple of solutions are available to you if you carry a revolver. A couple of the ones that I like. Bianchi makes these. They're called speed strips. Carry your extra ammunition right there in the pocket, small enough that you don't notice it's there. Very easy to get a hold of and use in a pinch. We've also got speed loaders like from HKS. Safariland probably makes the best ones out there on the market. Some other competition style ones, but these HKS are like $12, $15. You can get them real easy. You can get them at Shoot Center. And you can have extra ammunition available with you when you're carrying your firearm. As far as other stuff that I carry on a day-to-day, obviously got to have my wallet. So I went with a Ridge wallet. It's also RFID proof, something that AJ talked about. It's getting more and more important in a modern world like this. It's got a money clip on the back, carries all my cards. It's everything I need, and it's not intrusive. It's barely even noticed it in your pocket, small. Carrying pocket knives. I've got several here to choose from. Just wanted to show you that you can get into a pocket knife without spending $300 on a Microtech. So CRKT, got the excellent CEO, a knife that I carry a lot at work or just out and about. Very slim, very usable, excellent knife. I've got SOG Mini, small automatic knife. I've carried this knife for years. It's been through the ringer and it still works great. One of my personal favorites is an automatic, is a Gerber Applegate Fairburn. This is an excellent automatic knife, a little bit higher end, talking about $150 range. And then you get into, of course, had to do it, just like everybody else, 90% of the time I'm carrying a Microtech. We are a dealer at Shoot Center, and they make an excellent product. I mean, I don't need to tell you about that. Just come take a look at them for yourself. Excellent, excellent knives for all the reasons that they've already said. The 15% of the time gun that I carry here, if it's a little cooler out and I can get away with wearing bigger clothing, or if I'm going into an area that maybe doesn't have the best reputation, or I just feel like I want to have a bit more comfortable, a larger firearm, a bit more of that warm, fuzzy feeling inside. one of my go-tos has been the CZ P10 full size. I don't run an optic on this gun yet, like Tyler was talking about. I haven't gotten over that hump of getting used to the firearm with an optic yet. I have a couple guns I run optics on. I'm getting there, but I'm not there yet. So this gun runs great. Big full-size pistol that actually fits my hand, which is a huge consideration for me personally. It is big, not something that you want to wear all day, every day, or have on long drives, for example. Sitting up, standing up, sitting down all the time could be a problem. Another thing Tyler talked about, supporting local businesses. I'm a huge fan, and for that, I've got a Bucks holsters. So this is an appendix inside the waistband holster that he does. We've got them at the shop for around $50. You got all the features that you want. Claw, keep it pressed up tight against the body. Large single clip, makes it easy. I went and put a foam wedge on the back to keep it extra tight against the body. Even though I am a big man, that is a very big handgun, and it's not the easiest thing to carry. When I am carrying a 9mm, especially a big full-size 9mm, I'm also going to go typically with the Hornady. This is their Critical Duty, which is very similar to the Critical Defense. It's just a stronger bonded bullet, and it's designed for an over 4-inch length of barrel. So if you got a Glock 19 or something with a longer barrel than a Glock 19, this is going to be your go-to. Passed every FBI spec imaginable. It's what the FBI actually carried for a while before the Spear Gold Dot G2s came out. It is a phenomenal carry ammunition. You never have to worry about it. This is the 124 grain plus P. All right, guys, that's all we've got today. Check us out at shootcenter.com or come visit us on our Facebook or Instagram, and we'll see you next time.